Hey everybody, it's the Boosh Bag, Miss Boosh Bag to you. You back there in the back rolling your eyes at me. That's right, I see you. I see you. Okay, I know it has been for MFing ever. That's right, I'm cutting down on the cussing. Okay, I'm probably not going to cut down on the cussing, but we'll see, okay? I haven't been making any videos over here because I've just been feeling like I ain't really got nothing to say. My vlogs, I think they were dry, they were boring, and I felt like my life just got boring and boring and boring, and I didn't have nothing to talk to y'all about, and I didn't want the girls coming for me, but like, you is boring as hell. So yeah, nothing. So I have been thinking about coming on, doing some reviews of TV shows or commentary, just kind of talking about the stuff that I'm watching or whatever, so me and y'all could have a nice little chuckle together, right? But it still took forever because my husband was not down for it, and we don't watch any of the same shows, and we get to arguments when I like to watch what I like to watch because of however way he feels about it. So I'll be having to do my stuff on the down low. It's shameful, really. But anyway, okay. I missed all of the Love and Hip Hops and the Housewives and Mob Wives. I'm probably gonna. Oh, I should talk to y'all about them too. I love Mob Wives, and I think this is like the final season. But really, Little Women, okay, or Little Lady, Little Women, okay. I fucking loved them, okay? When they first came out, or at least when I thought they came out, it was just LA, or that's the only one I saw, right? And yeah, I was digging it. I was totally digging it. Totally, okay? And then they had New York, right? Little Women New York, that I never really got into because I kind of maybe didn't like that lady that Tanya didn't like, and I don't know why, because I don't know if I really understood the beef in the first place, but whatever. I had beef with her, so I wasn't about the New York one. Plus, I felt like it was a little bit boring. Just to let y'all know, there is construction going on outside of my house and helicopters flying around, so if you hear that, ignore. Okay. All right, so now we're up to Little Women Atlanta. I love it. I'm so here for it. They should have did this probably from the very beginning, okay? Because it is wonderful, ridiculous, nonsense, ghetto-ness, right? So, of course, I wrote some notes, and of course, I think that my husband sabotaged me because I cannot find the notes. Yet, I could find the other little index cards that don't have stuff written on them, but the one with the stuff written, gone. So I'm going to try to go from memory with these little people names. Okay. All right. So it starts off with the, what are they? The cheeks, the left cheek, the right cheek. I don't know whose cheek is who, but I know there's Emily and Bree, right? Emily is, she's cute. I think she's cute. You know, she's pretty to me, right? But Bree not so much, not so much. She looks a lot better in the little confessional thing when she's all made up and whatever and got a little fake mole or whatever. Do they both have a mole? So I don't know if they be trying to make it seem like they look like twins, but she definitely looks way better with the makeup, because without it, child, the hairline, and I got the same hairline, so I'm not trying to throw excessive shade. I'm throwing enough shade to say that me and her both got ugly ass hairlines. And she really need not do the pullback, the high bunish, okay? The high bun action is not for her. But Emily is cute, right? So at the beginning, we just see them. This is episode 1, okay? I guess I'll come back with the other episodes. So I'm just going to do the first one. I know that I'm late. I know I'm behind, but whatever. I want to start from the beginning because I need to give, you know, my whole shebang, the whole thing that I've been feeling about it, right? Okay, so they are also into entertainment like a lot of the little people, so they don't, you know, be wanting to get regular jobs, or maybe, you know, regular jobs might be too hard for them. I don't know if it's harder for them to have a regular job and it's just easier to be in entertainment. I mean, I'm regular size and I like to be in entertainment, so it's whatever. All right, so they were talking about them working a club scene, whatever the hell that's supposed to be. So I don't really know what working a club scene mean. Like, I don't know, the stripper club or a regular club. Like, what do you do at a club that makes you money? Like, I don't get it, okay? So we kind of see little snippets of them at the club and dancing or whatever. I still don't know where money would come from that. But they start talking in the car about going to work, their club that night, and they heard that the twins were in town. So then they make the twins out to be like these really, really horrible bitches that they tried to help out because they were so poor and destitute and fucked up. And they were like, oh, you cute, let me put you on. And then they like turn their back on them like, fuck y'all bitches, I'm better than you, blah blah blah. And then it just kind of make you feel real shady about the twins and kind of hate them a little bit, right? So then find this little round lady with red hair, Miss Juicy. Okay, first off, one of the things that I observed, because this, all right, this is an overall observation about this one. There are a lot more regular sort of looking little people, right? So it's they don't have the traditional little person head. They got the bodies, but the heads are, they got like regular faces. Like a lot of them, if you kind of cut their neck off, or if you couldn't see their body, you might not know that they were little people. So it's a lot of those on this show, right? And also a lot of kind of obese. Okay, maybe not a lot, maybe two. But they are obese, and they are very obese. Well, I don't know if being that little and compact and being obese, that's a lot for me. That's a lot for me to watch. That's a lot to be on the screen in the tiny area being very big. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And Miss Juicy is one of the biggins, all right? So she's there, and to me, I don't know, I kind of got a little bit of a nasty vibe. Like she's kind of conceited. She might think she all that. She might have reason to be feeling that way. It is not because of her looks. Sorry. But, you know, maybe it's her personality. You know, I don't know. I don't really know why she's all that, or people are looking up to her, or how she got so big on the scene. She's not dancing or doing whatever the other girls are doing. So what is she doing? How did she get popular? Why is she... whatever. Okay, so yeah, she seemed a little shady, like, yeah, this is my party, and she was there with Tanya from LA, and they was doing the twerk contest, right? So the first episode is about this twerk contest. Okay, so Miss Juicy invited, I guess, everybody there, which her and Minnie have problems with each other. Minnie said that Miss Juicy is a liar, and yeah. So, and Miss Juicy says the same thing, you know, later on in the episode. So they don't like each other. I don't even know why she would invite somebody that she don't like, but whatever. They're all there, right? And I guess all the little people have to stick together, and that might be why she invited her. But then the shade comes when what the fuck are they called? Left cheek, right cheek? Yeah. When they get there, and they all souped up because they swear that they're going to win the twerking contest because, you know, little people got big ass booties, all right? And they see that Minnie and Boredom with the hair has have invited the twins. So then it's like, oh, these twins is bitches, and you hate them for them, right? But then the twins come, and they are, first of all, I got hair on my lip. First of all, the twins, I am so here for them. They are beautiful. They are so fucking cute. They are cute as hell, okay? And they booties is like kaboom. I'm talking about, that is some booty right there. I'm like, y'all so little, they are so cute, okay? But you still want to hate them for the other girls because you feel like they did them wrong. But then the more that I'm watching them have attitude with them, and then the twins came in and won the twerk contest, of course, because first of all, they know how to twerk. The other two girls couldn't twerk. I mean, they wasn't twerking. They was literally, I can't even demonstrate because it would just be shameful, okay? Ridiculousness. Y'all can't twerk. Why would you think you're gonna win a twerk contest? if you can't twerk? What do y'all actually do at the club if twerking ain't the thing that you make money from? I mean, is it twerk contest? Is that who's the tallest, the smallest contest? I don't know. I still don't know how they make money. Anywho, they did not win the contest. And I did not forget that. I don't know if it was Miss Juicy or Tanya, but whoever was up there was like, oh, it's anonymous. Yeah, the voting is not anonymous. You can see the people that are doing it, the people clapping. That is not anonymous. That is unanimous. Unanimous. Oh, I hate when people embarrass themselves talking nonsense on TV. Okay, but anyway, the twins won, and then left cheek, right cheek was jealous as hell. They was hurt. They was mad. They was mad. Right? Because that's supposed to be their club, and now these bitches only been here like one day and already came and kind of took over, or people liked them a little bit better. And then there's the fight out in the parking lot, in which Emily will have you believe that this girl just out of the blue attacked her motherfucking dead mother, and she was so malicious and vicious, like, oh my god, I don't believe she did this or said this or whatever. But she said something to her about her son first, okay? So it wasn't how she be making it seem like she didn't do nothing and oh, this girl was so mean to her. So basically they was arguing, and she was like, oh, you don't be taking care of your son. And then I think the girl said something about she don't take care of herself, her father take care of her, and then whatever. And I think they knew that they never seen her mother, so they thought her mother walked out on her. So she was like, yeah, you don't got no mother. And she was like, my mother died and blah, blah, blah. All right. So it was a bad sore subject to bring up. But of course the girls did not know, the twins did not know that her mother was dead. And she talked about this girl's baby first. So how you gonna get mad like all after the fact? That's my husband trying to tippy-toe on by. How you gonna get mad after the fact and then be crying and boo-hooing to everybody who got an ear and be like, oh, she talked about my mother. Who does that? Who? Ugh, drained. But anyway, after the fight, other little fat girl, what's her name? Miss Minnie? Cub bear, mother bear, whatever the hell, okay? She wanted to try to get everybody back together. So they had like some sort of, I think, a spa day or whatever. And the twin that talked about Emily's mother apologized to her. They actually had talked about it to two twins, and it was like, I didn't know that her mother was dead, and they felt, you know, bad about it, like, oh, maybe we should say something. So she actually did apologize, and Emily was still talking shit, like she didn't disrespect this girl first. But she was like, all right, I'll accept your apology, whatever. So it's supposedly squashed or whatever, but I just still feel like left cheek and right cheek, Bree and Emily, them bitches be hating on the twins so hard. It's ridiculous to be that fucking jealous of somebody. Like, really? One of the things that do kind of throw me off about the twins is, okay, so they have been living at home with their parents, their mother, and the one that had the baby actually left her baby back in Texas with the mother because, you know, she can't really be traveling with the baby. And then she moved over to Atlanta to do the club scene because they're supposed to be having more popping clubs. But just based on the fact that I still don't know what the fuck you really do at a club to make money is why I'm confused on why you would need to leave your kid. Unless she's unable to actually take care of the kid and she, you know, needed her mother to, you know, pick him up and things like that. If she is able to handle him on a day-to-day basis, I don't know why she wouldn't have brought him, especially since she brought these big-ass men there who could be watching these kids. They meet up, left cheek and right cheek, meet up with Miss Juicy somewhere, and Miss Juicy starts going in on Miss Minnie, because Miss Minnie already said that they don't get along, right? And that Miss Juicy be lying on her. So Miss Juicy is like going off. All she want to do, like, they want to talk about whatever happened with the twins, but she want to throw some shade and talk about Miss Minnie. And she like, you know what, that bitch a liar and she's a stalker. She don't really go with the guy that she say that she go with or whatever, because you know what, I don't have my notes, so I skipped the part where Miss Minnie was at her house where she lived with her mother, and she was cooking, and her mother like, what you cooking for, you must be happy, blah blah blah, right? And she like, oh, you got a new man in your life? She was like, yeah, I've been with this guy for like 8 months. First of all, if you live in the same house with your mother, how do your mother not know that you have a boyfriend for 8 fucking months? Really? I mean, no, I have lived with my mother, and she has not met any of my boyfriends until like a certain point. I was probably like 24 when she ever met any of my boyfriends, and I've had many before then, you know, probably since I was like 12 I was having boyfriends. But you know, she's a little person. It seems like she's, you know, grown already. I don't know how old, but you know, grown as hell. Like, she ain't no teeny bopper like I was, you know. But she didn't want her mother to meet the guy. He's supposed to be like a big rapper, some dude, pastor somebody. Kind of a rapper's name is Pastor. Anywho, yeah, so her mother had never met him. And then when they get into this talk with the two cheek chicks and little redhead meatball, she's saying that Minnie don't really go with this guy, and maybe, you know, he might be like doing stuff with her or doing it to her or whatever, but she's delusional, she's a stalker, she just be stalking him and blah blah blah, and just calling her a liar. So I don't know if it's true. She's like, have you ever seen her with this guy? And they're like, no, I never seen him, but whatever. So then these two shady bitches go behind Miss Juicy's back, right? And then they go and they tell the twins and Miss Minnie together. And I'm trying to think, where the hell was they at? Whatever, they met up somewhere, and they was like, well, Miss Juicy said that you are a stalker and a liar, and you don't really go with this dude, and he don't want you, you making it up, you a liar. Miss Minnie start crying, like, you know, I'm a grown-ass woman, I don't got no time to be making no stuff up, and blah 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 blah. But you know what, even if she isn't making it up per se, what if, you know, he is just using her, and she just like, you know, kind of like a side chick, or just like the girl that people do it to and they be ashamed, so you know, you ain't really the girlfriend, but she might just think she's the girlfriend. In which case, I think that the other girls probably should have said something to her about it, instead of making fun of her and talking about her behind her back. But you know what, I don't know the situation yet, so I guess we're going to find it out in later episodes, and I will let you know how I feel about that right there then. But then, okay, so we met Bree. We saw Bree and Emily's baby's fathers. We saw the other girls' boyfriends too, the little twins too, right? But both of their, well, no. Emily's baby's father is not in the picture. We seen her boyfriend, right? And we seen Bree's baby's father. So they live together even though they're not together. I guess staying together for the sake of the baby. Now, Emily's boyfriend, what the fuck is this? Lontel. I could not remember this man's name, so I had to keep going and trying to look at it. Lontel. Okay, so, okay, so everybody's talking about how Miss Minnie's relationship is probably not real, and then we find out that Emily, her boyfriend, I wish that I could just put the clip in here, but I don't want to get in trouble for no copyright shit, but he treated her like shit. She tells him that she took a pregnancy test, and he like, I don't really give a fuck. Like, what was it? It was positive. Do you care? No, I don't care. He told her that she like, we've been together all these years, you don't care about me? He was like, not at all. I don't. How you tell somebody to their face? I mean, the face that he had when he told her, there was zero fucks given about her. He literally said, I don't care about you at all. I don't care what happens to you. You literally mean nothing to me. And then he like, what you want me to say? Not that, motherfucker, are you crazy? She was like, well, I expected you to care. So she's talking a little bit of shit, and she get up, she start crying, and she run into the bathroom. And he did not care. He just picked up his cell phone and continued doing whatever the fuck he was doing. And then she come out crying. And she was like, get out of my house and do something. And you're going to go, you deserve to be back in jail. Oh my God, why is you fucking with this? Then he gets out of the house and he is walking down the street. So he don't got no car. He ain't got no money. He don't love you. I mean, at all. He said he don't care at all. He don't want your baby. He don't want shit. Nothing. I mean, I never seen nobody diss nobody that hard. And I felt like crying for her. I felt, teary-eyed because I thought maybe he was joking because people don't really act like that. But no, he wasn't joking. It's almost as if she had never asked him that question before. Was this the first time her hearing that he don't give a fuck about her? And why would they be together? Why is he with somebody for years that he don't even like at all? And being around her kid, and yeah, so he was apparently, he's just a bum ass motherfucker that she met, and she fucking around with him because, she white and acting black and got a little thug boyfriend who I heard in some comments on some other videos that he just some little drug dealer, not a good one because he ain't got no car, so he ain't got no money. He's living up in her apartment, so he ain't got nowhere to live. He literally is just a bum. And you got dogged out. You got pregnant by and then dogged out by a fucking bum. So I believe that is kind of how the episode ended. At least that's all I remember without my notes. But wow, what a change of events, right? So stay tuned. Let me know if y'all agree with my commentary, with the things that I believe or whatever down in the comments. And I'll see y'all in episode 2. Till the next time, I love y'all. Thanks for watching, y'all. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe for more videos.